If you have been paying attention to AI search, you have probably heard two acronyms repeatedly, AEO and GEO. Answer Engine Optimization and Generative Engine Optimization. They are often used interchangeably. Sometimes they are described as completely different strategies, and depending on who is explaining them, the definitions can change. So what is the actual difference? And more importantly, what should a business do first if it wants to become more visible in AI-generated answers? In this video, we're going to break it down in plain English. Start with the bigger shift. Traditional search was built around a familiar goal. Rank a web page as high as possible in a list of links. That still matters. Search engine optimization is not disappearing, but the user experience is changing. People increasingly ask full questions and receive direct answers from tools such as ChatGPT Search, Perplexity, Google AI Overviews, Google AI Mode, Claude, Gemini, and Copilot. Instead of choosing from 10 blue links, the user may receive a synthesized answer with only a small number of cited or referenced sources. That creates a new visibility question for every business. When an AI system answers a question in your industry, does it understand your company well enough to mention it, cite it, or use your content as a supporting source? What is AEO? Let us begin with AEO. AEO stands for Answer Engine Optimization. Its focus is direct answer visibility. The goal is to make your information easy to retrieve, easy to understand, and useful enough to support an answer when someone asks a specific question. For example, imagine a potential customer asks, "What should I look for when comparing cybersecurity providers for a mid-sized company?" An AEO-focused strategy would help a qualified cybersecurity firm publish clear, well-structured resources that answer that question directly. That may include a concise explanation, a comparison checklist, frequently asked questions, original observations, and supporting evidence. The content should be written for people first, but it should also be organized clearly enough that search and AI systems can identify the useful answer quickly. AEO is especially useful when the customer is asking a direct question and expects a practical answer. What is GEO? GEO stands for Generative Engine Optimization. It is the broader effort to improve how a brand, company, product, or expert appears across AI-generated search experiences. This includes conversational tools, but it also includes generative surfaces such as Google AI Overviews and Google AI Mode, where the system may combine information from multiple sources into a summary. GEO is not only about answering one narrow question. It is also about helping AI systems recognize the company as a credible entity across a larger topic area. For example, if someone asks for reputable software providers serving regional banks, the system may evaluate a much wider set of signals. It may look for useful content on the company website. It may also encounter media coverage, expert interviews, third-party mentions, reviews, consistent company information, and other verifiable sources. The practical question becomes, does the broader digital footprint support the idea that this company belongs in the answer? Why the definitions can be confusing. Here is the important nuance. These terms are still evolving, and there is not one universally enforced dictionary for the industry. Some marketers use AEO to describe featured snippets, voice search, and direct answers. Others use AEO more broadly for conversational AI engines. Some treat GEO as the umbrella term for all generative visibility. Others draw a narrower line around AI-generated summaries. Google has also made its own position clear. For Google Search, the fundamentals of SEO remain relevant for AI features such as AI Overviews and AI Mode. Google does not describe AEO or GEO as a replacement for SEO. So the useful question is not which acronym wins. The useful question is, which visibility problem are we trying to solve? The 80% shared stack. In practice, AEO and GEO share much of the same foundation. First, publish genuinely useful content that answers real customer questions. Second, keep the website technically accessible and crawlable. Third, use clear structure, descriptive headings, concise explanations, helpful tables, and relevant frequently asked questions when they improve the page. Fourth, keep company information consistent across the web. Fifth, build real third-party authority through credible references, media coverage, expert commentary, and useful original research. Sixth, measure what is happening instead of guessing. That final point matters because AI search is not one platform. A company may appear in Perplexity, but not ChatGPT. It may earn visibility in Google AI overviews for one category, but remain invisible for a different set of questions. The work has to be measured engine by engine and query by query. A practical example. Consider a law firm that wants to be visible for questions about business succession planning. An AEO-oriented page might answer a specific question such as, what documents should a business owner prepare before beginning succession planning? The page could provide a clear checklist, define the terms, explain the decision points, and identify when professional advice is appropriate. A geo-oriented strategy would go wider. It would reinforce the firm's broader authority across succession planning through multiple educational resources, attorney biographies, consistent practice area information, credible third-party references, interviews, and original insights based on the firm's experience. AEO helps the firm answer the question clearly. GEO helps the broader digital ecosystem recognize why the firm may deserve to be included in related AI-generated answers. What should a business prioritize first? For most businesses, the answer is not to choose one and ignore the other. Start with the shared foundation. Make sure the website clearly explains who you are, what you do, and which problems you solve. Publish a small number of strong pages that answer the most important questions your prospects actually ask. Fix technical issues that prevent search engines from accessing or understanding those pages. Then strengthen the authority layer with credible third-party evidence and consistent entity information. Finally, track your visibility across the specific questions that matter to your business. Do not chase every new acronym or tactic. Build a credible, useful, well-structured presence that works for people first and gives search and AI systems reliable information to retrieve. Final takeaway. Here's the simplest way to remember the difference. AEO is about becoming a useful answer to a specific question. GEO is about becoming a credible source and recognized entity across the broader generative search landscape. They overlap heavily, both still depend on strong SEO fundamentals, and neither is a shortcut. The companies that benefit most will not be the ones producing the most noise. They will be the ones making their expertise easier to find, easier to understand, and easier to verify. To read the complete AEO versus GEO comparison guide, visit smartmoneymedia.org/guide/AEO vs. GEO.